Hey, my name is Michael Holmes, and you're watching Techerific. In this video, I want to demonstrate how to set up a cancel win-back form. And this is the type of form you need if you're a SaaS or if you're a productized service provider. And it's just a great way of getting some feedback from your customers when they want to cancel and potentially winning them back. So let me walk you through kind of like the general workflow of how I've got mine set up, and I'll discuss a little bit of kind of like the theory of how I set it up. But like a really broad, zoomed out workflow is we've got the first question, which asks them why they're canceling, and that'll lead to the second question, which offers them some sort of remedy to the reason why they cancel or to continue the cancel process. And if they continue the cancel process, we ask them a quick text input of what we could do to improve our service. And if they choose one of the win-back options, then it sends them to a thank you screen. So let me walk you through the kind of like some of the theory I have on this. The first item is, as a service, there's the old saying, like, choose three. Do you want it fast, good, or cheap? So I've got those three parameters just kind of reworded for my service in here. And that's just so you can kind of like understand like where you're falling short in the customer's eyes. For fast, it's editing process took too long. For cheap, I've got prices too high. And then quality, the editor didn't meet expectations. The fourth option to consider with any sort of subscription business is the customer may not need your service anymore. It might have been a temporary thing. So for us in the video editing business, I don't have that many videos to edit right now. So let me walk you through, I guess, the next step in this. So for each one of these answers. So for the first one, don't have that many videos to edit right now. We have a lower tier offer that we can offer. It's $295 a month. Instead of getting unlimited videos, they get 4 videos per month. So they have the option of choosing that or continuing the cancellation process. For editing process took too long. This is like one of those things where people sign up for a service and they don't realize that they can scale with your company. So for this, I want the opportunity, I guess, to show them that like, hey, we can work faster. It's just that you have to like purchase more service from us. We're advertised as unlimited video editing, but it's also based on a certain number of edit hours per day. So that's for us, that's 2 hours per day. Because each video editor is assigned 4 clients. If a customer is saying like, hey, this is taking too long, their videos are probably more complex than the 2 hours we're allotting them. And they may not realize that like, hey, there's an option to either use the lower price plan if you don't mind waiting for the videos, but if you do need the videos right away and you need more output and they're more complex, then there's the option to upgrade. So for this, we have an upgrade. It's get a free month upgrade to a second account, and then continue paying for the first account and double your edit power. So this just allows them to see that like, hey, they can scale with us, and it gives us an opportunity to kind of win back the customer. We give away a free month, but hopefully it leads to potentially 2 accounts down the road if they see the value of having the additional account. Next is price too high, and this is going to be very similar to number 1, but we just kind of reword it a little bit. We understand the need to save money, and then considering the following one-time offer to downgrade to that basic plan. And then lastly is quality. Editor didn't meet expectations. And this is why I envy the SaaS people. But yeah, with a productized service, you can screen and you can curate and you can train the people, the employees that fulfill your service. But occasionally, like with any service, there's going to be like some sort of like human aspect, I guess. So maybe it's like personalities don't mesh, visions don't mesh, kind of creativity doesn't mesh. So with that, I think that we're just looking to not really admit fault in a sense. It's more just like, hey, like sometimes it doesn't work out, I guess, and you don't find somebody who has the same vision as you. So this is kind of like my response here is it's, yikes, sorry you experienced quality issues. We work hard to match you to an editor that fits your needs. Occasionally we miss the mark. Please consider this option, and it's 1 month free Plus, we'll assign your next project to 2 editors, and you can choose the one you prefer. So it basically acknowledges that there was a quality item in the customer's eyes, and it works to rectify it. So yeah, now that we've gone through all of the kind of like the copy on this, how to set this up, it's relatively easy. You go to Logic Jump here in Typeform, and you choose Add a Logic Jump. And where it says, why are you canceling? This just needs to go, I don't have that many videos. Then it jumps to question number 2. You hit the plus item. Editing process took too long, jumps to 3. Do this again. And price is too high, number 4. And then lastly, quality. And this goes to number 5. So you can see kind of like this kind of mapping of how it works. And then you do the same thing when you get to the second questions. So you go in here, you say, no thanks, please continue cancellation. That jumps all the way down to what could we do better. If they choose to stay on, then it goes to the thank you screen, which is set up here. And each thank you screen is customized to kind of reiterate what the action plan is for the Winback. Okay, so that's basically how to set up these Winback forms. Last item I'll mention is that I've got a hidden field here for the email and the name. I'm using Service Provider Pro for my customer portal, which means that I can set this Typeform up inside of that and have it pull in that information. So definitely, I'm going to make a separate video on how to set that up in Service Provider Pro. If you're not using any sort of customer portal, then what you can do is just put fields in here for their email and their name, just so you know who the cancel form is coming from. But yeah, that's the basics of setting this up. Let me know if you have any questions or comments in the field below, and thanks for watching.